What's up YouTube, it's your boy Bernard for Rose, and on this video I'll be sharing with you guys about how you can actually improve your confidence and even recover it. Have you ever been in that situation where there's somebody important you've been dying to talk to, but like when the opportunity arises to actually talk to them, you find yourself falling short or freezing up or getting cold feet? Now by the end of this video, you should be equipped with hopefully enough information to prevent that or reduce the chances of that actually happening to you. And guys, please, if you like this video, please like, and if you like this type of content, please subscribe. Now let's get into it. And the first point is you need to be clear on the aim. Now, what do I mean by being clear on the aim? It's like basically setting your intentions before you go into that interaction or that conversation with somebody. Now, if you haven't developed your confidence or charisma to the point where from a mile away we can see that aura of confidence about you, if you do not have a clear aim or a clear intention of where you want an interaction to go, odds are you are actually going to chicken out because you do not see any future in that interaction. Now, compared to actually being clear of what you want to achieve from that interaction, it actually gives you a huge confidence boost when you actually know what you want from a particular interaction. It's going to be a whole lot difficult to even say audible words when you have no intention or no aim of what you intended to say in the first place. Next point is control your thoughts. Now, actually, I believe most times why we actually feel shy is because we've already created the worst case scenarios in our heads. This is because when you fix your mind on the worst case scenario, you're basically shooting yourself on the foot. Because according to the law of attraction, you attract what you think about most of the time. You could actually find yourself subconsciously or consciously seeing what you played in your head manifesting itself in real life. Now, a better way to go about this is to actually see a positive outcome like coming out of that interaction, and hopefully you get a law of attraction on your side. Rather than shooting your foot or tilting odds against you, you can actually improve your odds hopefully by at least starting with the right mindset. Now, the next point is focus on the other person. Why we feel less confident most times is because we are more focused on ourselves than on the other person that we're interacting with. Now, there's a concept known as the spotlight effect. Now, this is when something is so minute, we tend to magnify it to something extravagant and robust. Now, when you're so into your head, you actually enhance that spotlight effect and your thoughts of self-consciousness. Like you go about, oh my God, this person is going to see my feet or something like that, or he's going to notice that my hands are sweaty, or he's going to notice that my eyebrows are not made today. But in essence, this person is basically thinking about like what they're probably going to eat when they finish talking to you. And generally speaking, people don't really care. But actually, you're so into yourself, you enhance, let's say, your spotlight, and like you end up leaving that conversation less fulfilled than you could have been if you had focused on the other person. Now, the next point is fake it till you make it. You may be wondering, fake it till you make it, what does that mean? Actually, it's been proven that whatever emotional state you want to achieve, take for example happiness, like if you actually mimic the physical reactions of that emotion, you actually find yourself feeling that emotional reaction. Now, a practical example of this in terms of confidence could be like there's a pose called the Superman pose, and it's been proven that when you stay in this pose for about 2 minutes, you have an increase in testosterone levels. Now, the Superman pose is basically when you stay with your chest out and like with your hands and like just pose like Superman or something. Now, if you can maintain this position like a 2 minute period or a 2 minute time frame, there's actually like an increase in testosterone levels, and actually faking the pose or faking it till you make it actually increases or gives you a huge confidence boost. Now, the next point is how you look actually matters. Have you ever been in that situation where like you dress nice and you know you are looking good, like you are so sure that you killed it, like you notice that you actually walk differently, like there's a spring in your step. You're dressing for yourself, not even for the other person, because like when you dress good, it actually improves your confidence levels, like psychologically, like you know you look good, and like it's easier to like project those feelings on another person like subconsciously, and which can actually be seen as confidence, because how you look sometimes can actually affect how you think about yourself subconsciously or consciously, and that can actually affect your level of confidence. Now, the next point is understand the worst case and the best case scenario. Now, this is basically you weighing the pros and the cons of that particular interaction. Now, take for example, there's somebody you've been meaning to talk to and you cannot find the confidence to actually go forward with that conversation. Now, a good way to improve your confidence is by actually weighing the pros and the cons. Take for example, the worst thing that could possibly happen is that you go and talk to this person, something bad happens, God forbid, you can't talk, or you're too shy to open your mouth. and the person walks away or something. That could happen. Or the conversation ends up being so boring that the person eventually walks away. Like, to me, that's like the worst thing that could possibly happen. Now, the best case scenario when you actually go ahead to actually have that interaction is that you can actually have a really fruitful conversation, number one. Number two, you learn something new, even from that bad situation or that bad circumstance, that you can actually apply in the future interaction with that same person or with a different person. So even the worst case scenario is not even exactly worse because you can still learn from it and improve your future interactions. In essence, like, the point I'm trying to drive at is that there are basically no worst case scenarios. Like, it can only get better, because the worst case scenario can actually help you to work on your best case scenario and even make your best case scenario a whole lot better. Because the more you practice, the more you get better at it, even if you fail. Now, the next point is maintaining eye contact. Now, when you are maintaining eye contact with somebody, it shows that you are actually interested in what that person is saying and you are confident enough to actually not turn away from that person. Now, I'm not saying maintain eye contact to the point of it being creepy or anything, but maintain just enough to show the person or to signal to the person that you're interested in what they're saying, and not so much to make the person think you're creepy. You can either maybe look at the floor and then go back to the person immediately. Because eye contact actually signifies or how you may feel about yourself. Because if you can't maintain eye contact, it's like it signals your confidence levels to both yourself and to the other person. Question of the day. Now, this is a really weird question, but I'm still gonna say it. Now, if you actually rehearse phone calls before you make an important call, please put it down in the comments below so we can know, because personally I do, like, before I make an important phone call, I kind of like rehearse it to like know my point and then make that phone call. So guys, if you're the same, please put it down in the comments below that actually helps my confidence when I'm like making a call. Like, yeah. So guys, yeah. And guys, if you like this video, please like, and if you like some of content, please subscribe. Hopefully you might like a video somewhere below the screen. And remember to always keep it real. Bye guys.